Okay, I'm trying another low and slow cook on the old Pitboss Pellet Smoker. So today's victim is a little over 5 pound pork belly. Just season it up. We're set to 275. We're pretty much there. And I've put it on the hottest part of the grill. That's what was recommended. So I'm going to give it a shot. It's my first time doing a pork belly. I close her up and come back in a couple hours and see how it goes. Pretty much been 2 hours into the cook. I haven't opened it up yet. Right at 275, nice and steady. One of the things you'll love about this sort of grill. And after 2 hours, it's looking pretty good. Don't really need to do anything. I'm probably going to let it sit in here for another hour and then debating whether or not I'm going to baste this with some barbecue sauce or not. All right, we're 2.5 hours in on the cook. I've just added a probe, temp probe to this. It's nowhere close now. There's no way. Let's see. Yeah, right now we're showing 168. I don't know if you can see that or not, but 170. So we're looking for about like 203, 204 appears to be the magic spot. So it's climbed all the way to about 176. But I would guess we got to have at least another hour to go on this. We're about 3.5 hours in on this pork belly cook. It's my first one, so we'll see how it goes. I'll be cooking at 275 the whole time. This Pitboss is pretty consistent. And what we're looking for temp-wise is about what that says. 203, 204 is supposedly the sweet spot, according to the internet. So let's take a look, get a second opinion here. And buck 87, buck 89, buck 90. So this one is saying no, but let me go in a little deeper. Yeah, it's saying 202, 204, 205. Yeah, that's stupid tender there. We're into the 210 territory. Here we're at 205, 207. Let's get that in there good. 205. So that's actually got a little bit of texture to it, but the tip's right. So I am going to call this done. I'm going to take this off here, let it rest for a little while, and then we'll come back. I'll cut it and I'll try a piece. I do not know if ever I've had it, and supposedly this is as good as you can make on a smoker. I've let this rest for about 15 minutes now. FYI, I cooked it fat on top the whole time. I never turned it. Let's take a look all the way around. So, got the side there. Yep, we're in frame. On the back through here. Still doing good. Check out this side right here. Push it back a little so you can get a good view. And then, lastly here. Now, if you take a look, see if I can get this in frame here. Maybe we'll zoom a little bit out. There we go. This is super tender. You can just tell it's just squishes, nice and juicy. And we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to cut this, and I'm doing this myself, so I have no idea what you can see and what you can't. So I'm just going to cut some chunks, and I'm going to cut this whole thing up. I need to put it in a container. And I am not cutting it with that. All right, I'm going to cut this with the world's worst knife. That is what we call serrated. It's what I got at the moment. It's what we're going to use. And basically, I'm going to try to get fairly even slices. So this first one's going to be a little weird. That's fine. I'm sure it tastes just the same. All right. That. Let's see. Can you even see? No, you can't. There. Oh. That looks super moist, super juicy. I'm just going to take a bite of that. Not the easiest thing to cut on. Mm. That is really, really good. So I don't need to cut the rest of this on camera. You guys have seen stuff before, but 3.5 hours. It's still got, at this point, it's still got texture to it. It's super juicy as it should be, but it's still got some consistency to it. So if you wanted this to be just fall apart, melt in your mouth, you would probably cook it even longer. I cooked it to about 204, 205. Took me about 3.5 hours to get there. So, even an idiot can make a pork belly taste great. So you got to go try it.